Turtles may look cute with their slow movements and toothless mouths, but don't be fooled. They can be formidable predators, and they're not even ninjas. Even with a gentle, inquisitive nature, they can just as likely chomp down a snake and challenge a lion. First though, let's check out this unfortunate bird. Giant tortoise stalks baby bird. The soaring hills and beaches of Fregat Island and Seychelles are home to a variety of wildlife, including the endangered giant tortoise species. These creatures are considered gentle giants, but this fledgling bird would beg to disagree. Anna Zora, a conservationist, witnessed a scene that confused her at first. The giant tortoise seemed to be stalking a baby bird. For 7 minutes it followed the bird, actively hunting it. The bird, not yet adept at flying, struggled to escape. The tortoise, determined to win its meal for the day, lunged forward. It snapped its powerful jaws at the bird, and in one swift motion, the bird fell lifeless to the ground. Tortoises don't have teeth, but their mouths have hard, pointy edges that work well for biting. These edges work similarly to the bills of birds, and their upper jaws are equipped with rigid, bony plates that enable them to crush their food, such as mollusks or plants. Most people believe that tortoises are herbivores, but this incident should be proof enough that these seemingly harmless creatures devour and attack other animals, too. Turtle attacks duck. Speaking of birds, a poor duck finds itself being live-fed to 2 turtles, a red-eared slider and a snapping turtle. The duck has been purchased as food for the turtles and was placed in the aquarium they inhabit. For a few seconds, the turtles remain motionless as the duckling panics. Then the snapping turtle decides to attack, dragging the duckling beneath the water. This stimulates the red-eared slider, which joins in the attack. The duckling struggles for its life for several minutes until it eventually is torn to shreds. The once clear water turns a dull red from the duck's blood. The turtles have won their meal, but at a great cost to the duckling. In yet another video uploaded by the same user, a helpless duckling once again finds itself in a lair of 2 turtles. I'm starting to think this guy has some issues. This time the turtles are in a clay pot filled with water and leafy vegetables. Unfortunately, this duckling's fate remains unchanged, and it meets the same unfortunate end as its predecessor. This third duck has a greater chance of escaping since it's not in an enclosed space. Ducks are usually difficult prey to catch, but this turtle still managed to devise a foolproof strategy for securing its meal. Probably should have put a content warning on this video. Turtle eats pigeon. A lot of birds today. This turtle, seemingly having been an alligator in its past life, lurks in the water, carefully selecting its prey. Nearby ducks were skittish, likely sensing the predator's presence. Then the turtle spied an unsuspecting pigeon. With determination, it sprinted towards the bird and lunged, locking its neck in its powerful jaws. Strategically, it dragged the pigeon into the water, drowning it in minutes. Turtles are generally considered to be less intelligent than pigeons. They have much smaller brains and lack the capacity to solve problems and learn from experience. They're instinctive animals and rely largely on their natural behaviors to survive. However, in this battle between brains and bronze, the latter wins. Turtle, badgers, and eagle. This tiny turtle seems to have forgotten itself when it decided to pick on an eagle. If you consider both animals' intelligence and muscle strength, the odds are obviously not in the turtle's favor. The strength of an eagle is much greater than that of a turtle. An eagle has incredibly powerful wings that can generate enough force to lift heavy objects and fly for long distances. It could have easily lifted the turtle off the ground. They can also use their sharp talons to capture and carry prey. In contrast, a turtle's strength is limited to its ability to withdraw into its shell and move around slowly on land. Additionally, the strength of an eagle's beak is remarkable. Eagles have a hooked beak that is razor sharp and highly adapted for tearing apart prey. It's estimated that an eagle's beak can exert a force of up to 400 pounds per square inch, making it strong enough to crunch through bones. In comparison, the turtle's jaw holds a much lower strength, as its jaws are made of keratin, allowing it to exert about 50 pounds per square inch. Luckily, the eagle wasn't eager to fight the brazen turtle, and the little one was able to survive to experience another day. Turtle scares off horse. A dog barked incessantly at a turtle, causing it to cower in its shell. When a curious horse approached them, the turtle slyly poked its head out and bit the horse in the face, startling the horse into running for its life. This also scared the dog away, which ran in the same direction as the horse, nearly being trampled as they both fled in terror. Horses are generally not known for being cowardly. However, they are prey animals with a natural flight response to perceived danger. When scared or startled, a horse may exhibit bucking, rearing, bolting, or freezing behaviors. They can also become fearful of new situations, objects, and people, and they can be reluctant to enter unfamiliar environments. While horses are not usually considered to be faint-hearted, they do have a sensitive nature and can be easily spooked by loud noises, sudden movements, or unfamiliar objects. This is why it fled in horror when the turtle bit it, despite its colossal size compared to the turtle. Turtle bites dog. Dogs can be too curious and playful for their own good. This brindle pup got dangerously close to a turtle that was hiding in its shell. As the pup got close to the turtle's head, the turtle bit down hard on the pup's tongue. The pup yelped in pain, its tongue stretched out as it ran away from the turtle. Next, Jasper, an unsuspecting canine, fell victim to a hot-headed tortoise named Inigo. After Jasper kept poking Inigo, the tortoise lost its cool and bit Jasper's nose. Despite the tortoise's efforts to keep a hold of Jasper, the dog escaped, flipping him upside down onto the carpet. Thankfully, both animals were unharmed and no bloodshed occurred, much to the owner's relief. Lastly, thus, unsuspecting dog was happily munching away without a care in the world when a mischievous turtle began to shadow him. No matter where the dog moved, the turtle followed with determination. Suddenly, the turtle scuttled to the dog's rear and chomped down on its butt, jolting the poor pup. Turtle versus frog. A frog lounging silently in a pond in Singapore's botanical garden was suddenly dragged around the pond by a turtle. Despite the frog's desperate attempts to escape, it was weak and injured, and ultimately could not fend off the turtle's relentless pursuit. After being dragged around the pond once more, the frog sadly succumbed to its fate. The second frog is even more unfortunate. It has virtually no chance of escape as it was brought as food for the turtle and dropped into the turtle's aquarium. The turtle then proceeded to bite the frog's side and hold on tight, dragging it underwater in an attempt to drown it. The frog held its breath and managed to narrowly escape the turtle's bite. It simply jumped around terrified, trying to find a way out. Struggling against the odds, the frog fought for its life, but it seemed that its situation was doomed. The next frog is living its best life. Manages to stay on top of the turtle's back, avoiding its strong jaws to keep it safe from being bitten. It rides contentedly on the turtle's back as it skims around the house. Now it's time for the day's best pick. That being said, today's photo illustrates how quickly fortunes can change. One moment you may find yourself on top of the world, the next you may be prey of a seemingly harmless creature. Turtle preys on snake. The turtle managed to catch a snake in a breathtaking scene, tightly gripping its slimy body. The snake attempted to wrap itself around the turtle as it usually does, but the turtle held on firmly. Despite the snake's wriggling and squirming, the turtle refused to let go until the snake finally managed to escape, slithering swiftly away from the turtle. This snake is lucky enough to live and tell the tale. However, this water snake is not as fortunate as turtles and seems to have a better chance of winning in the water. The huge turtle latches its mouth down on the water snake's tail and refuses to let go, even when the snake's head is already bobbing above the water. The snake puts on a good fight, but the turtle already managed to brutally tear it apart from the rear end. Turtle ambushes alligator. In a Texas swamp, an alligator snapping turtle dared to bully an alligator. The alligator was just drifting idly on the swamp when the turtle suddenly snapped its tail. Normally, the alligator would be the one hunting the turtle because it can crush its shell quite easily in its mouth, but I guess the turtle took its name too seriously. Snapping turtles are generally considered to be aggressive and defensive creatures. They're known for their powerful jaws and ability to take a bite out of anything that comes too close. While they can be friendly when handled properly, they can also be quite hostile and will bite if they feel threatened. They can be quite territorial and may become defensive if their habitat is disturbed. Despite the alligator snapping turtle's impressive bite strength of 1,000 psi, the alligator's bite is substantially stronger at 2,125. This situation could have escalated to a near-death experience for the turtle. Lion versus turtle. This turtle woke up one morning and decided to challenge the king of the jungle for breakfast. Despite its size being no bigger than that of the lion's paws, this brave turtle fearlessly faced the lion. Meanwhile, the poor lion was just minding its own business drinking water. Surprisingly, the lion respected this turtle's courage and backed away. The lion is at the top of the food chain. They're large predators that prey on smaller animals such as turtles. They have powerful jaws and sharp claws that help them catch their prey. So, yeah, it could have easily devoured the turtle if it wanted to. Turtles, on the other hand, are much smaller and rely on their shell for protection. They're slower and more vulnerable to attack than the lion, making them an easy target. The lion is the dominant species in this relationship, with the turtles very much at the mercy of their larger predators. Unfortunately, the lion was in an agreeable mood and decided to let the disrespect slide. See you all next time.